So many of you will have noticed the wording on the front of fire extinguishers that says safe for inadvertent use on electrical fires. What does this mean? Well, we all know that water and electricity don't mix, right? It's always been great practice to keep the two things as far apart as we can. Water is quite a good conductor of electricity. But accidents can happen. My favourite example for this is, imagine the waste bin in the corner of your office catches fire. You justifiably grab a water or a foam fire extinguisher, that's a Class A fire, you've got a Class A fire extinguisher, and you use it to tackle a fire. That's exactly correct. But you weren't to know, or you'd forgotten in the heat of the moment, that behind that bin was a double socket that's live. And the stream of water or foam hits it, the electricity travels back up the stream, up the hose, into the handle, the metal handle that your hand is holding. Ouch. Well, most wet extinguishers, that is water and foam extinguishers, most wet extinguishers have passed what we call the 35 kVA dielectric test rating, making them safe for inadvertent use on fires involving live electrical equipment up to 1000 volts. So this test involves a steel plate being charged to 1000 volts, and at a distance of 1 metre the extinguisher is squirted at it, and no electricity must be conducted up through to the handles. This is mostly done by using a nozzle like the one we have here, which breaks up the stream into a spray rather than a jet, and the spray, the small droplets in the spray, don't conduct the electricity like a jet conducts electricity. So why the inadvertent word, I hear you ask? And this is a question that we get asked a lot. So next time you wash the car or mop the floor, take the bucket, because most buckets hold about 10 litres of water. Standard, what we call a builder's bucket, holds 10 litres of water. And this extinguisher here has got 9 litres inside it. So fill it nearly up to the top, take it outside to a flat piece of concrete or tarmac and tip it out. And watch how big of a puddle you get. Watch how far that water goes. And exactly the same thing happens when you empty one of these. It creates a large puddle. It really is quite a big puddle. And rightly, you completely discharge one of these onto the fire, and you didn't notice the huge puddle that was forming. And that puddle could be in contact with live electrics. And what can happen is that puddle can also come in contact with your feet, and if you're not wearing the right footwear, that's going to hurt too. You get electrocuted through your toes, and that's not a pleasant experience, and this really does happen. It's quite a risk. So that's why, no matter how rigorously they are tested, we never recommend using one of these, a water or a foam extinguisher, knowingly on live electrical equipment. Whilst you probably will be okay, there is a risk with the pooling that you could still get electrocuted. And with extinguishers such as CO2 or powder, readily available, those are both completely safe for direct use on live electrical equipment. They don't conduct any electricity under any circumstances. So we always recommend, look around you. If there's live electrical equipment, which there probably is, there is in most premises, if there is a live electrical risk, always make sure you've got it covered by having a CO2 or a powder extinguisher at the ready. I hope this helps. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.